Well, here we are again, people. Sunday morning. My partner's gone for a 12-hour shift. And with the current situation, I've cancelled going to reenactment training. I do not feel safe leaving our home unattended for 12 hours. I mean, I shall still go out for a walk in the park, maybe take a wander through town, but no pubs will be involved because I'm skint. Got food, got all the basic pleasures of life, but where I volunteer, it's the only day they close, so I'm pretty much stuck here with the looming threat of an unpredictable asshole words, Howard, you're normally so good at them. With the unpredictable threat of it downstairs, the pathetic little man. The accusations he was throwing about Friday, police can't do nothing about that because people are entitled to say exactly what they please on their home territory. So that covers me for the pathetic little man thing as well. So it works both ways. I've already put out a couple of calls on Facebook. I mean, I could really do with the sides of my head shaven again, and Michelle's just at work and not really in the right place with all this anxiety. She's insisted on putting a chest of drawers near the door in case. I don't know what that funny light is. That's weird. No idea. Lens flare of some description. Or maybe I've got a sprite. UFO. Oh, it's gone. There it is again. Something's glinting somewhere, isn't it? But yeah. So, I spoke to Stuart of Reggio Anglorum. Hi, guys. And just said yesterday that because of the ongoing situation, described the basics, didn't go into details. And he was like, I'm so sorry to hear about that. He's a Metropolitan Police officer. So, he probably understands what a nasty situation, because that's the problem. These kind of like domestics, the cops are reluctant to get involved. And as a man, me feeling threatened carries less weight because a man is supposed to be able to cope with that. We all know that's the case. And all I was really asking this afternoon was that one or two people come around and play board games. I mean, if someone wants to come around and shave the sides of my head, that'd be nice too. Save Michelle a job. But I can provide free tea and coffee and my scintillating company, but because of the threat below and the fact that me and Michelle haven't exactly been the most inviting of people, I think I can count on one hand the amount of people that have actually been back to our flat over the years. Must do better at that. So it's understandable. People have their own lives. People don't want to get involved. It's just how it goes. So I shall, like a man of the Night's Watch, I shall stand my post. And this watch ain't going to end anytime soon. This is going to turn into a waiting game. I really hope, right, that the stupid idiot gets drunk again and, say, pisses on our door. That way there's DNA evidence of his behaviour. Because at the moment they're really, other than the first incident where the police were called, he's done nothing since then that anything other than hearsay can provide evidence for. You know, the police have closed the case because it's domestic. They don't like getting involved. I mean, I found it amusing that the letting agent have direct evidence that the whole thing with the door, what he was saying, the accusations were absolute bullshit. Because beforehand his partner had emailed them and told them that it had been loose since they moved in. And then he was throwing around accusations that either me or Michelle or both of us had tampered with their door lock overnight. Sad, pathetic little man. Oh, rise above it, says everyone, but this is my home. This should be my sanctuary. But because of that thing, that pointless waste of oxygen, I don't feel that I can relax in my own home. So I'll try and do some crafting, but I think gaming might well be all I do today because it requires less concentration. Well, there's a few things. I mean, thanks to a good friend of mine at Chip, who offered some advice. This is a multi-tool. It's got everything bar the kitchen sink in there, you know. You know, so you got your pliers and there's a knife and both types of screwdrivers of one size and something for getting stones out of horses' hoofs. Suffolk boy. You know, but it's uncomfortable to use because it's a metal handle. So, oh, hello. I have cut out these strips that I'm going to glue to the handle. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. Cut out four of them yesterday at Chip. And yet again, I view it as my safe space. I mean, people have been honest with me, and there are some people down there who do find me rather intimidating and hard to handle. And I see that. I know what I'm like. But at least, you know, Ed, the boss, good man. He stated that the majority of people can see that I'm trying so hard and it's appreciated, and my practicality and just ability to get shit done directly and when I'm told to is an asset to the Ipswich Community Hub, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of being part of the place. So, you know, life's not all shit. I'd love to have gone to reenactment training today, but I just do not feel that I can leave our cat unattended. You know, what if worst case scenario, the dickhead does manage to somehow force the lock, although when he's drunk he's not going to be capable of that, and gets in here, finds Ilex. I don't know what he's capable of. I don't want to know. Because the accusations he threw about Friday, that was his last chance. From now on until hopefully they evict them, I won't even give him the time of day, to be quite honest, nor her, actually. Made me laugh when the police apparently said that his partner thinks she can confide in me. She can't, because she's enabling the little shit, as are his family. I mean, Friday afternoon when I came back from Chip after my explosion of fury and temper, not directed at anyone at Chip, most people realised that. Those that didn't, I apologised to profusely. Well, I will do when I see them. I can't even remember who was there. But I sorted myself out and calmed down. And as I walked past their flat, I could see that one of them's family I don't know, it must have been 5 or 6 of them were there. And they were all staring at me, and I gave them the finger. That you are helping enable this man's behaviour, which is disgusting. And I won't do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to forgive him. Oh, yeah, I had to call the police on you, but I forgive you. No. Oh, but you should do that for a quiet life. Really? Pay down to some spoilt little man baby's bad behaviour just so I can have a quiet life? No. Doesn't work like that. 25 odd years ago, I behaved pretty much in the same manner, although there were certain differences. I only kicked off against people who I perceived had wronged me, although he's doing the same thing. But my code of whom had wronged me, I hope, was slightly more sophisticated. I don't know. It's difficult when you look back, because you think, am I as bad as this person who I'm viewing as the enemy? Probably I am. My old friend of mine, who's a published fantasy author, Anthony Smith, not Tony. Hi, Anthony. Apparently somewhere within the pages of his fantasy series, The Long War, first book of which is The Blackguard, and it's available on Audible. If you've got, an Audible subscription, you can get it for free. Well worth it. Marvellous story writing, fantastic characters. But anyway, cut long story short, he did hint once that there was a character, I don't know whether it's a minor one or a major one, haven't got that far yet, in the books that is based on me. And the basis is that this character views himself as a righteous crusader, when in actual fact, he is just as bad as those who he crusades against. And that's how I was back in the late 90s, early noughties. I was so pompously self-righteous. Ooh. I like to think I'm learned. I mean, I think I'm pretty justified in the way I'm handling things now. I'm trying to handle things within the law, but the law is so teeth-grindingly slow, and he has to cross specific boundaries in order for them to do anything. I mean, the accusations he was throwing about, like I think I said earlier, people have the right to say anything they want about anyone within their own home, which is good. Like I said, it covers me as well. And I even said, well, what about, because it was in the public shared space, and the police officer I was dealing with, she said, well, no, it doesn't make a difference, it's still in the home. I mean, she was trying to be helpful, but like I said, they've closed the case. Unless he does something like he did when I had to bring in the police, they will want nothing further to do with it. Yeah. Funny old world, isn't it? What with Trump gathering speed for a possible nomination to the Republican presidency, it could get even funnier. In a very dark, humour kind of way. You know, I don't want the world to quite end this year. I want us to be able to see the entirety of the Fallout series. I think, it's out in April, isn't it? I was pleasantly surprised by what I've seen so far. the trailers and that. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the possibility of when Odin's Ravensguard, shout out to you guys and gals, finally get a training venue of training with a group who have demonstrated true courage and honour with their 6-day walk from Ipswich to York dressed as Vikings, especially with the health conditions the three of them have got. That is what won my respect. That is what really sealed the deal as far as wanting to be a part of them. And, so I've gone from the Ormsguard, which meant the Dragon Guard, to one of Odin's Ravensguard. I think that's a bit of a promotion if you consider, what Norse dragons were like. Although, realistically, the origin of the Ormsguard name was basically due to the group at one point owning a piece of land, I seem to remember. And, and it was Ormswood. So it was already called, Dragon or Wormwood. That, as far as I can recall, was the origin of the name. It's sad that the group appears to have diminished. It's something I'm sure Rick wouldn't have wanted. And, well, who knows what Jason wants, because, like I said, Jason, the former leader, he disappeared off the radar. I kind of hoped back last month that Rick's funeral would bring him out of the woodwork, but it didn't. I think he's lost to us, which is a shame because he taught me so much. A very good man. Very troubled soul. But nevertheless, his heart was in the right place, and his soul was. He often told me that eventually I'd lead my own reenactment group. But I need to be back in the scene for a few years myself before that happens. And show people that I am reliable. And that, I think, is an issue a lot of people have with me. Because I've been a bit of a loose cannon. Not a bit. I've been a total loose cannon at times over the years. And I've done it so often that even though people will support me from afar on Facebook, on YouTube, many don't want to get involved in anything that's going on in person because they're afraid that I'll do something stupid. I don't blame them. Not at all. But I like to think I'm beginning to learn how to secure myself. Oh, it bangs under my eyes. Well, there you go. I'm trying to adapt and survive, in the case of Chip, to a situation that I think is worth changing how I do things for. There are people there with far worse problems than me. And I can handle those people, and, most of them. There's some that give me a bloody headache. So now I know how other people that have to deal with me when I'm hyperactive feel, so I do understand and have a certain sympathy. But yeah, so how do I end this? Well, yet again, I will say, if anyone is at a loose end this afternoon on this Sunday, and fancies popping over some board games, a chat, watch some TV, have some cups of tea and coffee, got herbal tea, it's got an H in it. Hi, America. Mwah. Coffee, sugar, milk. I'll probably provide some, cheese and biscuits as well, make it a little party. But a civilised one. There it is. Anyways, thanks for listening, peeps. Please like and subscribe, That's all I can say. I'm still only on 25 subscribers, and that's fine by me. I never wanted this to be a biggie anyway, so, It's just a personal space for me to talk about live, do some gaming. Hopefully I'll eventually set up some kind of stand for this phone. And, display my crafting or painting or something like that. Hopefully. It's a project for the future. Maybe when I get over 50 subscribers, I'll look at doing that. Right. I hope you all have a relaxing Sunday, far more relaxing than it looks like mine's going to be. And take care, all right? Bye.